guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about Scentwork. I know I haven't really been active much on YouTube. It's been a few months. I actually did film some stuff, but it either got ruined or I was never able to completely finish it because some stuff got either postponed or canceled. So with all of this COVID-19 stuff going around, we've been trying to stay at home a little bit more, and I now have time to film another video. So as I mentioned earlier, it's going to be about Scentwork. These past 5-6 weeks, I've been training Ziva in the 4 AKC scents. We've actually only started her on 1, but there's going to be 4. They're anise, birch, clove, and cypress. So to start, we obviously need some supplies. So first there are the boxes. So these are the boxes. There's a 4th one outside, but basically they're just boxes with these holes cut in top, and you basically, I'll explain this later, but it's big enough for a ball to fit through, for the dog to be able to sniff it. And then we label them with numbers. So we use those boxes. I'll kind of explain later on how we use them. But aside from the boxes, we also have in this case, a tennis ball. It can be any ball, I guess. I guess it could be any toy too. In this case, we used a tennis ball, as well as a clicker and some treats. In this case, it's just her kibble in a bag that we used. I know we're not looking right now. And then aside from those few things, we also have the scents themselves. So I got this particular kit from my trainer that I'm working with, but you can get them off of Ray Allen Canine or Learberg. I'm sure there's some other places that have kits just like this, but in them they come. So this is what it looks like. So there's the 4 different containers that hold Q-tips to put the scent on, and then little vials with the scent, and then droppers to get the scent on the Q-tip, and then this is the tin that you put the Q-tip in, and it has little holes so that this scent leaks out. It's in the bag right now, so it doesn't start smelling everything up, and we can still use the same sample. We ended up color coding everything, so we didn't accidentally mix any scents together. That's one thing you have to be really careful about. You don't want to contaminate anything. So that is this kit. It was about $70. But yeah. So I guess a little bit about the process so far. So if this is going to be today is Saturday, and Monday is going to start week 7 of training this. She was not very toy motivated to begin with, so we had to work on that quite a bit with her. But to begin, basically, is you have the 4 boxes set up kind of in a line, kind of like what I showed earlier. And you want to get the dog excited. You want them to really want the ball. Which, you know, if you have a dog who's not super motivated to get that ball, it can be a little bit difficult. There are other ways to train this, of course. This is not the only method you can use to train Scentwork, but this is just what I did with Ziva. But we got her super excited about the ball as much as we could, and you know, we showed it to her, and someone would hold her, and then the other person would show her the ball and then go hide it in the box. make sure that the dog doesn't know which box you're going to hide it in. So you kind of want to mess with each box. You know, shake around number 2, shake around number 4, and then maybe go hide it in number 1, and then afterwards go shake up box number 3. I don't know why I said the numbers out of order like that, but that's basically what you want to do, and I'll kind of show a demo later on. But that's what you want to do, and then you want to pay attention to how the wind is around you. You want to start them downwind. That way they have a better chance of success because the wind is blowing towards them, so they can pick up on that scent a little easier. So you start them downwind and just kind of tell them, you know, go find your ball, or whatever words you want to use, and have them sniff each box. When they get to the box that has the ball in it, just kind of suggest what you want them to do. So I guess you have to figure out what you want their response to be when they find it. Some people have them sit, some people have them bark or paw. In Ziva's case, it's a sit. So as soon as she found the ball, I would kind of offer like just a quiet little like sit. And then as soon as she sat, we would click the clicker. I'd give her a treat, and then she immediately after giving her a treat, she would put her nose back down to the box and sniff it again. And that was good because she was imprinting the smell. So then as soon as we click, she'd give her the treat, we'd give her a chance to chew the treat, sniff the smell again, and then we'd reward her with the ball. So we did that quite a few times. It took her quite a while to pick up on the game, and then to finally get excited enough about the ball for it to be enough of a reward. This is week 7, so this past week was week 6. We just started adding the anise scent. So what will happen is we will still put the ball in the box, but we will also put the scent of anise in the box. And what will eventually happen is we want the dog to associate the scent of anise with the scent of the ball. And then eventually she will connect the two, like, oh, the scent of anise, I still get my reward. So you basically do that, and you'll keep doing that with all the other scents afterwards as well. So now that I've explained that a little bit more, I guess I will show you guys kind of how it's done. Keep in mind, Ziva, she has been working at this for a few weeks, but she is also not perfect. So we'll see how it goes. So you can see all the boxes set up in a line. It was kind of windy that day, but the wind was circling around. When I first set up the boxes, the wind was coming from the left side of the screen towards the right side of the screen, so we ended up starting on the right side. You can see that I was messing with all the boxes, and I ended up dropping the ball into one of them. I'm just going to speed this up here for a second because there's a bit of nothing while I go grab Ziva from off screen. So as we approach the box, I ask her to sit, and then I let her have the whole leash and ask her to find her ball. And I'm making sure I'm letting her have time to sniff all the boxes and let her make her decision. So you saw there she took a deep sniff and then she offered a sit. So I gave her the ball as her reward. And I don't know if you noticed, but I made sure to keep moving. You don't really want to stand still because you don't want to give the dog any cues that, oh, that's where the ball is. She stopped, so I better stop and sit. You don't want to do that. So make sure to always keep moving a little bit. And you can see here that I am moving the boxes around. The scent is in the same box, but I am moving where that box is. And I'm moving all the boxes just so I don't give Ziva any clues as to which box it is, because I don't want to see her, or have her see me move only one box, and then she's like, oh, she moved that box, so it must be in that one. I don't want to do that, so I move all the boxes. One other thing to note is AKC only allows you to use 2 drops of the scent on your Q-tip or cotton ball that you use for training. So just keep that in mind when you are doing this. So you see here, I'm messing with all the boxes again. You'll notice me kind of walk forward and then double back to the box. The reason that is because I actually have two tennis balls. One I dropped in the box the first time that we did this. The second one I had on me, and I accidentally dropped the second tennis ball in the box. So I was going to get that. The reason I have two tennis balls is because once you drop the ball in the box, it becomes difficult to lift the lid again and get that ball out and then give it to her as a reward. So after the first round, I just leave the ball in there with the scent and have a secondary ball that I use to reward her with. And I'll just keep that secondary ball either in my pocket or, like you saw, I put it back up in my shirt. Just for easy access, and it just makes it easier. So we approach the boxes again. I ask her to sit, let her have the lead, tell her to find her ball. You'll notice she skipped over that first box. That is actually pretty common. They tend to skip over that first box, and if they don't find it, then they might return to it. So you see Ziva didn't really offer anything. She sat right there, but I wasn't sure if she was just doing that because she was uncertain and she just wanted to sit. So I moved the box a little and I asked her to show me, where is the scent? So then she walked back around to the box, sniffed it, and offered another sit. And this time I was more certain that yes, she found the scent and she was certain it was there. So she sat, so I rewarded her, and off she went to chase the ball. So that's that. Thank you for watching. I hope you all stay safe with this COVID-19 virus going around. And just, don't go out as often, and, spend time with your dog, teach him new tricks, do whatever. But, yeah, stay safe, and thank you for watching. Hey guys, so I was editing the video and I realized that I left a few things unexplained, so I'm going to explain them now. The first thing is, in the beginning of the video, I mentioned using treats for training, but in the demo, we did not use any treats. The reason for this is when we first began training, Ziva was not very toy motivated, so we used treats to kind of help her along with the click, treat, then the ball. However, over the past weeks that we've been doing this, we have built up her toy drive, and the toy is now enough of a reward for her, so we have taken out the treats. The second thing that I wanted to mention is don't take the toy away too fast after they have earned their reward. You want to make sure that they really have time to appreciate it. I mean, they worked hard for it, so make sure that you're giving them time to appreciate it. I know that when I first started this, I was definitely guilty of taking it away too fast. I have gotten better with that, but let them play with it, while you rearrange the boxes, maybe throw it a couple times, but make sure you give them time to really enjoy that, have them play with it, and just make sure that they know that, hey, you just earned this, it's okay for you to play with it, I'm not going to take it away right away. But yeah, I just wanted to clear those things up. Thank you for watching, and stay safe, everybody.